What you did, man? What you did?
You'd sometimes be working in a sort of built-up area, and one of the things you wanted to do was to send the smoke, the soot, the hot bits of burnt carbon up as high as you could get it. So there was a thing called the smokestack extension, and some of these crews will run with a smokestack extension for just that reason, so that when the smoke blows back it doesn't put all these hot bits of grit in your eyes. And the smokestack extension of a Shun steam tractor. Now the next one on, little Annie, is a Foster engine. It was actually built as an exact replica as recently as 2008, and again one of the engines from Hexham, beautifully turned out in its dark livery with the brass banding all polished and all the copper pipes nicely polished, well presented. And this was again a lovely example of the steam tractor. Relatively large diameter wheels, rubber clad, got a big water hose dangling off the back of the canopy there. And again, if you look down on the near side, just inboard of the wheel, you can see the two vertical rollers, the guides through which a winching rope could be run, and that would be onto a winching drum just on the inside of the near side rear wheel. So you could actually disengage drive there with the engine stationary. You could use that winching drum for a whole range of uses, for hauling yourself about or rides about or whatever it was. A lovely example. Now we've got the next little engine up. Is another Foster steam tractor. This one christened Wellington. Most of these engines had a name. They were given a name. And he's just rolling it away. This is a single cylinder example, this little Foster. 4 notional horsepower. Again with some protection for the crew and for the working mechanisms that sits on top of the boiler. So that canopy is theirs for a good reason. The crew get a bit of protection, but so does the engine. When it's on those engines, and next year you'll be able to come and do the commentary for us, because you'll know all about the engines. Very nicely turned out miniatures here. And they come in significant numbers. We're always delighted to see them. And great of the guys to have brought the wagons into the arena too. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for putting on a show for us. At 2 o'clock, the vintage and historic tractors will be coming into the arena. And I'll be handing over to John Johnson from Dumfriesshire, who's something of an expert on tractors and a good colleague, and he'll be talking you through the tractors. And then at 3 o'clock I'll be back, and we'll be bringing in the vintage and veteran bicycles. And if the weather holds, I'm sure a lot of the riders will be coming in, I hope, in period costume to put on a great show. Purple helmets at 3:30 in the arena, and then from 4 o'clock We'll be running veteran, vintage and classic motor cars around, and we'll be telling you a little bit about those. Meanwhile, there's lots of static exhibits all around the show field, so we do hope that you're going to enjoy your afternoon. It looks as though the clouds are breaking up, the wind's coming in from the northwest, so fingers crossed we should have another dry afternoon. We'll just have a short break and then we'll be back when the arena's been cleared with the parade of tractors. And my goodness, have we got a selection of interesting tractors. It's brilliant. There must be over 150, if not nearly 200 tractors here being exhibited. They won't all come through the arena, but you'll see a fair number of them. So 2 o'clock for the tractors.
Just an early warning out on the field for the tractor stewards. We are expecting the tractors in for 2 o'clock. The steamers are now leaving the main arena. So tractor drivers, if you want to be making your way to your machines, we'd love to see you here in the arena, and your parade is due to start at 2 o'clock. So do go to your machines. We're looking forward to seeing you in the arena. We've got a tremendous display of the steamers in here. Managed to get a large number of them into the arena despite the ground being wet in certain parts, and they've done a starring job for us to get these big machines out there. Tremendous. Here's the steward's announcement. We need the steward with the big PV Dobson tractor to come to the main arena. So stewards, just pin your ears back please. If you can see the big PV Dobson tractor about somewhere near you, or an equivalent tractor that could come in. I think it's just running along the south side of the arena at the moment with the bowser on, so we're going to go and try and trap it. But we do have a couple of our steamers who are going to need a tow just to get them out of the damp patches they've found. So stewards, we do need a big tractor down to the arena now. We've done very well. We've got a lot of steamers through here today, but there's a couple just struggling at the minute. And we could do with one of you lads with the big tractors to come and just pull them out. So we're going to see some industrial recovery shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Keep us busy until the tractors come. While we have a minute down here at the arena, we're just moving the steamers out. We'll be bringing tractors in for 2 o'clock. I noticed that down in the working field, where a lot of the tractors are doing a whole variety of cultivating and sort of harvesting and haymaking, they are actually running a specific silage demonstration from 3 o'clock. Now their working field is along the runway behind where the commercial vehicles are all parked up. So it's down the east end of the runway, and then on the south side you'll see a big field which is being used by the tractor men for a whole variety of working demonstrations. And from 3 o'clock there'll be a silo.
Yeah, well done guys. Just shows the power in these big steamers, and he's getting traction there. I did take some shifting, so it's done very well. Well, the young lady driving it's done very well. Good girl. That's what we like to see. And a strong steel pull between towing vehicle and towed. But we just got our general purpose. He nearly got himself out, but won't be long before we get him mixed up in a way. I just see the immense latent power that there is in something like the steam wagon. Steam is an incredible source of energy, and when it's controlled in this sort of engineered way, you can just see the bottom of the firebox just behind the front axle on the tarmac wagon. Sparks and ash dropping down, and just easing backwards now.
Yeah, you're too late, mate. Too late.
Right, well I'm going to hand over now to John Johnson, who will be taking us through.
As I say, it's just a pity about that little bit of soft ground over there. But as I say, it just shows you what the steam can do. You're just pitching back a little bit there just to put the pin in for the bar to pull out. A little piece of intricate work. There is hitched up anyway. But that last just gets it into gear, into forward motion, and you'll just see the power of steam in action. We've got the Massey Ferguson, the Dobsons here on the left hand side. There's waiting just in case it can't be done, but I'm positive that she's going to pull it, and you can just see it's just starting to move forward now. See that double drive axle. That's where the steam's linked up to power that, to pull the engine forward. We'll add on the steamer there, you can just see the flywheel starting to move a little bit. Between the pair of them, the combination, it's going to go, and there you are, it's moving out. Put your hands together and give her a round of applause anyway, she's done very well. This shows you modern day technology is sitting in the background here, but it's some of our power from the past that's teamed up to do the job, and she's done very well. Again, give her another round of applause for getting that steamer moving again. Thank you very much. We're just waiting now on some of the small crafters to come into the ring, and we'll talk your way through for the next hour. Let's see, here's the big Massey Ferguson, the 6616 anyway, behind the ship. Come on out. Just
you're on holiday, enjoy the rest of your holiday. And if you're staying overnight, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.